Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my page, Glitzy Creations by Ginger. My name is Ginger. There we go. Sorry, let me get my camera set up here. How is everyone back from the Christmas holidays? Hi, Priscilla. How are you? I'm gonna wait just a couple of minutes for some friends to pop on. Hi, Andrea. Good afternoon. Welcome to Friday's Fabulous Bakers. It is that odd week between Christmas and New Year's where you have no idea what day it is, what you're doing, what season you're in, what holiday you're supposed to be working on. Hi, Felicia and Andrea and Quincy. And it's kind of that vortex. You're wanting to kind of start on the new year, but you're still trying to wrap up things from the current year. You want to jump and get a head start on your resolutions, but you're like, should I wait till January 1st? Hi, Alyssa. Yes, thank you, Priscilla. Thank you, Quincy. Okay, so for those of you that haven't heard, hey, Jan, happy birthday to the sweet baby boy. Yes. So, thank you, Brenda and Kathleen. Oh my goodness, what a high I am on right now. So, for those of you that don't know, I forgot my water in the other room. I should have brought it. Fake Bake Baby Watch round 2 has come to an end. So for those of you that don't know, my youngest daughter, hi Kimmy, she was due with her third baby boy on December the 12th. And, so our holidays were kind of like, we weren't sure what we were doing. And with every day, passing day, he didn't come. My daughter is just feeling, hello, Jenny. Thank you, Kimmy. And then we thought for sure, he's gonna come by Christmas. He didn't come. Hi, Raymond. And so her doctor was highly monitoring her like every 3 days. Hey, bestie, congratulate. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. So anyway, she was really trying. She has a couple of friends. Hi, Dee. That got induced. Now she was induced with her first baby. Hi, Robin and Teresa. And it was a difficult labor for her. She was 10 days late. It was really, that labor was really hard, and her recovery she felt was really hard. So she definitely was trying to avoid that, forced induction. She also has a couple of friends that went in for inductions and ended up with C-sections. And so she didn't want that recovery if she could avoid it with a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old running around. He was on his own time frame. Yes, he was. And it's really funny. We will see what his personality ends up being, because when we look at our other grandsons and their birth stories, like every baby writes their own birth story, right? And Peter definitely wrote his. He was going to come when he was good and ready, and not a second before. So, we literally have been on pins and needles for weeks. Like the week leading up to a due date, you're always like, oh, this could be, and you're trying to stay super flexible. And then, you throw the holidays in there, and when's our family going to celebrate? And we, you have to be flexible because you're not sure if you're even going to be around on Christmas Day or if you'll just have had a baby. So anyway, it's just been, my poor daughter has been such a trooper. She's been some days very, very frustrated and discouraged, and other days she's like, oh, I got this. It's no, he's going to come when he comes. So anyway, she was supposed to go in yesterday to her doctor, which is obviously the day after Christmas, and he was going to do what they call a membrane sweep, and it's just as painful as it sounds. Well, he called in sick after the holiday, and so he didn't go in to the doctor, to his office, so they canceled her appointment. So she was a little bit discouraged because, hi, Janice. So, okay, basically what I'm going to do, let me give you a little disclaimer for today's live. You're lucky I don't pull out a one of the 3 Christmas things I'm still working on my table. I am not going to do that to y'all. I'm not going to pull out Christmas. Christmas is done, y'all. Like I missed the deadline. Christmas is over. The 3 things that are on my table are going to get put away. So I'm not going to put you through Christmas because that would be like easy for me to grab. I have lots and lots. That baby, oh, thank you, Tina. He is precious. He's a beautiful baby. So I have lots of Valentine's stuff in my head to start working on. But honestly, I just ran in from the hospital. I don't even have all the stuff I need. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a Valentine garland, because I can sit and chat and talk about what happened over the last 24 hours. And then we can talk about Christmas. We can talk about New Year's resolutions. We can talk about this big event that we have coming up that all of my friends are prepping for and I'm not prepped for. I thought about doing that, but I don't even have all that stuff together. So what I do have together is the stuff to make this ribbon garland. Yeah, exactly, Jan. We're saving it for Christmas in July. I have a drawer that all my Christmas stuff is just going to go in. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, didn't buy too much. In fact, I think I just got styrofoam balls and some New Year's Eve stuff. Thank you, Cecile. Thank you, Cece. I love when your name comes up. Cecile. It just sounds so like regal. Thank you, Terry. So I'm going to fluff this garland while I'm telling my baby story. And then we'll talk about Christmas. So basically, this is an inexpensive Michael's garland. I did have trouble finding it this year. Now, I don't know if y'all have noticed this. Some stores actually put out less because I don't feel like there is the quantity of clearance items left. Like my stores were kind of wiped out the beginning of December. And in years past, I remember going to Michael's like the day after Christmas and the week after Christmas, and there just being aisles and aisles and aisles. Hi, Cecilia. Aisles and aisles and aisles of Christmas stuff that they were marking down 70 to 90%. I didn't notice that this year, especially at Michael's. So I don't know if they just decided to put less stuff out so that they don't have all of that clearance stuff to get rid of. I mean, they used to do like $10 D-stash boxes full of Christmas stuff. Anyway, my point is I did get this garland. I think it ended up being like $3. Thank you, AAA. I do love that name. I love Glama. I almost went with it, but I thought it was just a little too much. Hi, Vay. Thank you. So anyway, my poor daughter, she, every day for like 3 weeks, she's been having contractions. Contractions every day. She thinks she goes to bed. Mom, this might be it. Mom, be ready to come over. Mom, get ready to come to the hospital. She goes to bed. We wake up and there's no baby. So yesterday was again one of those days. She comes on Christmas. She's like, I don't know how long I'm going to stay. I think this might be it. So we go through Christmas, no baby. The whole entire time, I'm like trying to get the presents done, trying to get the food on the table. She might have to like rush out the door to the hospital. No baby Christmas Day. And then her other 2 boys were born. And I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. So I've got this ribbon at the at-home store. And I got red and pink, and we're going to put this together to make our bows. So basically what I do is I'm going to make these bows oh, I know, Andrew, I didn't feel like mine had very much. So this is going to be a 6-inch looped bow, which means it's going to be 12 inches total. So the way that we're going to cut these 24 inches long. So I already made this cardboard little cheat sheet so that I don't have to measure, and I just wrap it and cut it. I know there's some things like a tail maker on the market that you can get. Hi, Lori. But this is just something that I made. I have this cardboard. It's quick and easy for me. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to cut some bows. So anyway, yesterday her oldest son was born on the 22nd. Her youngest son was born on the 24th. So then we thought, okay, well, if he's born on the 26th, like how cool is that? We've got 22, 24, 26. So all day long yesterday, she's like, Mom, it's probably going to be today. It's going to be today. I just feel it. I know it. Well, then her doctor's appointment got canceled. So they didn't like do a membrane sweep. She's like, but I'm having contractions. We're going to go with it. So she's like walking, she's exercising. Finally at about 7 o'clock last night, you know, it's like time for the boys to start getting ready for bed. And they're like, you know what, instead of waiting until the middle of the night, let's just go to the hospital. So she calls me. Now, my role in my daughter's delivery is she wants it to be just her and her husband. Thank you, Marquita. And then literally the moment he's born, I'm like there within 15 minutes. And then I help her and I help the baby, like while they're getting her like cleaned up so that her husband can attend to her, so that one of us is on her and one of us is on the baby. And that's kind of just the dance that we do when she delivers a baby. And then like that day, I stay the whole day, and they can sleep while I hold the baby because they've had a long, long night. So anyway, they message me at like 7. We're going to the hospital. They get there. She's like at 2.5 centimeters. No, they ended up, Jan, they did. So that will be like kind of the story. So she's having contractions. She goes to the hospital. They check her. She's literally at 7 o'clock last night, like at 2.5 centimeters. So she is just like deflated. So they said, but Jan, I have had it done and I literally almost jumped off the back of the table. It is rough. So basically I've cut these strips. Now I'm going to dovetail them. I do 3 at a time. So the doctor on call says, well, you're in labor, you're starting to go in labor. You're at 2.5 centimeters. We can strip your membranes and then go home. Yep. Go. And then you're going to go home. And my daughter's like, I'm not going home. I don't care if I have to like go out in the parking lot, lay in my car, or walk around and do laps in this parking lot. I'm not going home. So they strip her membranes and they say, okay, well, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock. They're like, go ahead. You can stay here for an hour. You can walk the hallways. Yeah, Andrea, it's not fun. So you can walk the hallway for an hour. We'll recheck you in an hour, and then we'll decide what to do. So they do that. She's walking, and all the nurses, they were sweet and nice about it, but they're like, that girl's going home. She's not staying. That girl's going home. So she's walking the halls. Everyone's like, she's not staying. She's going home. And I'm like, so it's, I'm thinking, okay, well, I better get a good night's sleep. It's not going to be it. They'll charge you by the hour. Yeah. So my son-in-law, an hour later, he calls me and he says, she's at 4. So they're going to keep us. So we are like rejoicing. She's at 4. She's in active labor. They're going to keep her. So we get the boys situated and it's go time. So I'm like, well, I better take a little nap because who knows? So then 11:30, he calls me and he says, well, she's at 5. I was like, oh, great. Okay, well, I'll probably be there in the morning then. So I go back to sleep. And then at 2:30, he calls me and he says, okay, she's at 9 and we're going to start pushing. So she went from 5 centimeters at 11:30 to 9 centimeters at 2:30. So the one thing I have learned consistently about myself and my daughters is that we hold on for a long, long time. We all go 10, 12, 14 days late. Hi, Teresa. But when it's time and when we're in like really active labor, it goes very quickly. So 2:30 in the morning. No, I'm sorry. This is 2:30. And I'm like, well, she's probably going to have like an hour of pushing. No, they did not give her any Pitocin. Nope. Yep, 1 centimeter an hour. That's kind of the rule. And then like an hour to push. So 2:30, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get up. So I have this weird thing. I've had this outfit picked out for weeks. This outfit, I knew I was going to meet him in this outfit. I pick a blue. If it's pink, if it's a girl, I have a girl outfit. If it's a boy, I have a boy outfit. So I've had this outfit hanging up, ready to go, because this is my meet baby Peter outfit. It's blue. It's got all the things. So at 2:30, I'm like, okay, well, I can't really sleep. So I get up, I do my hair, I do my makeup. 3 o'clock, I get a picture at 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. And my son-in-law is like, get here now. Hi, Jerry. So I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Well, I'll leave in 5 minutes. So, yeah, I was dressed, ready, hair done, ready to go. I get there. It's now about 3:30 in the morning. So he's only 2 hours. Wow, Tasha, that's crazy. So yes, so she had him. I was there since 3:30 this morning. And then the boys came. So I've just been holding that sweet baby, letting them rest, taking care of her. She is a trooper. She's doing amazing. She's up and about, walking, going to the bathroom by herself. Like, she's doing great. He's amazing. He was 8 pounds, 2 ounces. He is perfect. He has a ton of black curly hair, just like his mom did. So I delivered my daughter in San Diego. And where I lived in San Diego, there is, it's a melting pot, but a lot of Spanish, Latin people. And when she was born, she had such dark, black, curly hair that I was like, did you give me the right baby? Like, I don't think this is my baby. If she wouldn't have come out of me, I wouldn't have thought it was mine because she was so dark. But this little guy, dark, black, curly hair. Hi, Bunny. How are you? So anyway, we had a fantastic morning. Poppy came and met him. Sent out all the messages. I passed his photo around. I won't be able to post his picture on my business page, but I will on my personal page. So anyway, we've just had a glorious lunchtime. Big brother and sister. Hi, Jill. Big brother and sister. Two big brothers came, and they met their little brother. They warmed up to him immediately. So yeah, it was just a beautiful, beautiful day. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going to head back and spend the evening there. Hi, Trina. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do, I also have this ribbon. Now, this is a beautiful Ferris silk ribbon. Yeah, I didn't think she was mine. Yes. Yeah, drive-by birthing. Well, she wanted to go home today. You might have even snored. Yeah, she wanted to go home today, but they said, like, they would really want her to stay till tomorrow. And she's like, I've got toddlers at home. So she'll go home tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to go back and spend the night and, like, her husband's going to go home with the boys, or if my husband will go, or if his parents, we're not sure. Full hair of red hair. Yeah, when I had my girls, it was like in and out so very quick. So basically what I'm going to do with this, I got this ribbon from my dear friend Amy at Babam Wreaths. Oh, Deborah. Yes, Debbie, we're going to be there probably sometime in January or February. And Debbie, we had a grandbaby a few hours ago. So grandbaby number 6 was born at 2:59 this morning. So I will send you a picture, Debbie. Oh, Jerry. Oh, I'd love to see pictures. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Colette. So basically, this is going to be a big loop, but this is just going to be a tail. So let's go ahead and make one of these bows, because I'm just going to get so distracted. Thank you, Stephanie. Debbie, are you in Arizona right now? That's my parents' friend that lives where they live in Washington, but then they go to Arizona for their snowbirds. So they go to Arizona for the winter. Thank you, Wendy. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bow this ribbon, I'm gonna do a, what I call like a funky bow. Hi, Alejandra. Also, I call it like a filler bow, but I like to put these in my garlands. It just makes like a nice big garland, and then you can, it makes it very full. I will add some deco mesh. So anyway, I've got my 6-inch tail, and then I'm gonna give it a big hard twist. So now the wrong side is down. I'm gonna go to my 6-inch mark, and then I am just gonna fold it in. So I am a huge fan of bow makers, and for me, it definitely saves my hands. I can walk away. I get distracted. Oh, you're heading January 7th. Awesome. I need to look and see when my parents are going. We're definitely going to go in January, February, or the beginning of March. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I have my tails and my tails here and my loop here. Now I'm going to do this other one, my tails. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Oh, Debbie, I knew what you meant, but I can't wait to spend some time with you. So give it another good hard twist. Okay, so now I've got a loop and tails and a loop and tails. Now this one, I don't like to do, now if I like to do my ribbons, if I'm gonna do another loop and a tail, I would like to have 4, either 2 or 4. But I really want to incorporate this beautiful pink ribbon with the red hearts. I feel like it's going to bring the pink and the red together. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a 12-inch tail. So no loop on this one. A 12-inch tail. I'm going to dovetail this. Oh, wow. Brenda, what part of Arizona? I will be going to the Phoenix area. I'm not sure the dates yet. Okay, so now I've dovetailed. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the center. And I'm going to pop it in there. Let me get my pipe cleaner. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Thank you, Alice. Cindy, I had a grandbaby this morning. Grandbaby number 6. He is here. We are thrilled. I'm so excited. My daughter said, you know, her husband's parents are coming. Like, why don't you go home, eat, take a rest, go do your live. Let Mark's family have a little bit of time with the baby, and then you can come back. And I was like, okay. So I'm taking a little break and going live with y'all. Hi, Michelle. Luke Air Force Base. I am not sure. Is that near Phoenix? Okay, so all I'm doing, so this is my bow. I make these bows a lot. My friend Cindy here has dubbed these the filler bow. Phoenix. Brenda, my parents have a place in Surprise, which I'm not really sure where that is in, I mean, I know it's near Phoenix because that's where we fly into, but I think it's west of Phoenix. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the tails. Mom is doing amazing. My daughter is a rock star. She's up and about. She didn't really have any pain meds after delivery. I just love her so much. She's just precious. She's such a trooper. The boys came. Did you live in Surprise? That's amazing, Andrea. That's where my parents are. Like, they have a second home there. They don't live there all the time. Okay, so see, you don't need like this to be a full loop because you've got these loops and tails, and it's just I call it a funky bow, a filler bow. And we're going to put it in our garland. So I'm going to make a couple. Like I said, this is West side behind. Yeah, I know you're close there, Tisha. So now my next one, I started with the pink on the bottom, the red on the top. I'm going to now do red on the bottom and pink on the top. I just like to have that little bit of variable. So yesterday I went to Hobby Lobby. I didn't get that much because their stuff was still 60% off, and I'd already gotten pretty much everything that I had wanted, and it was 60% last week. So there wasn't anything that I couldn't live without. I did buy some styrofoam balls, and then I got some New Year's Eve stuff because we're going to have our granddaughter's New Year's Eve, and then I'm in the New Year's Eve event. And so I just got some stuff to do a little New Year's Eve thing. But they were starting to put out their Valentine. It's not on sale yet, but they have these gorgeous, and they might have had these last year. These hearts, they're about this big, and they're not disco ball, but they're like rectangular sequined, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm tempted to just go back and even get them full price, even before they go on sale. Because I feel like when they go on sale, those things are going to go like hotcakes. They're beautiful. Okay, let's do another tail. So I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. Hi, Eliza. We had a fantastic Christmas. We had 5 little babies. Oh, is it? I guess we don't go by the Air Force Base. Okay, so I'm going to dovetail this. But the girls in our family, where were they? Where were they? Tina, that was to me. Sometimes a comment will go by or we'll talk about something and then I totally forget. Hi, Robin. Hi, Lucy. So all of the girls got princess things, like princess dolls, princess Barbies. They are into princesses. So we had princesses for all the girls. And at one point, you know, like we do all of this. Thank you, Robin. The hearts. Got it. Okay. Oh, at Hobby Lobby. They were just putting them out. They're absolutely stunning. They live near a Safeway and a Dollar Tree. But yeah, the hearts, they are so gorgeous. And I think they were only like $9, $8.99. So even full price, they're not that expensive. Oh, thank you, Robin. So at one point, my sweet little 3-year-old granddaughter, she looks at me, she's like, Gigi, I'm so happy. And I was just like, I melted. I'm like, all the magic that we create. Hi, Carly. All of the shopping and the buying and the decorating and the, like, it's an emotional high. And then there's like this, even if you had an amazing Christmas, there is this, thank you, Carly. There is this like intense drop of adrenaline that happens the day after Christmas. So much so that it's like, for me, almost like exhausting. Yeah, and it was so sweet. Gigi, I'm so happy. And then we got monster trucks for the boys and Spider-Man and Buzz and Woody. And it was just, because they're all the same age. And it is just so fun. And then we got them scooters. So we scootered out all over the neighborhood for hours. Hi, Lisa. Oh, yay. I love when they're just so into it. And then you ask Roy, what does Santa say? Ho, ho, ho. And then we decided to do family karaoke. And they know how to work a microphone. Holiday hangover, absolutely. It absolutely is. And I'm telling you what. And then now we've got this new baby. Okay, I'm only gonna make 4 of these, y'all. And then we're gonna put them in our garland. Hi, Sherry. So today, the lineup. I'm not looking at it, but I was only able to catch Shelby. I caught her like at the hospital. So I'm putting the pink down first, then we're gonna put the red, and then we'll put another bit of the heart, the pink and red heart ribbon. And then Andrea came on at 8:30. At 10 o'clock, we had Sam with Kome's Crafting Corner. Hold on. At 11, wait, 8:30 to 10. 10, we had Sam. 11, we have Cece with Dragonflies and Hearts. That just doesn't, that's not right. Oh, so fun, Brenda. When they get a little bit older, I want to get them like a big electric car. And then we had Nikki B at 12:30. Yes. 11 to 12:30 was Cece. 12:30, we had Nikki with Beyond Bakes. At 2, I'm also having to translate the time difference. At 2 o'clock, we have Teresa with Flower Town Crafts. At 3:30, we have Ginger, myself, with Glitzy Creations by Ginger, who is on a baby hangover right now. And then after this, we have Carly with Meshing in Florida, and she is going to be on at 5 o'clock, which is 4 o'clock my time. I'm probably going to end a little early because, I mean, I don't know how many bows y'all want to see me make, and I'm just chit-chatting now. But I think, I mean, I had an announcement today too. Obviously, like, I have a new grandbaby. But I think Carly has an announcement today too. So y'all might want to tune in. I don't know her announcement, but I think she has one. Hi, Maricela. Okay. I know, and I wasn't even sure that I was going to get to go on live today. I thought certainly I would, you know, still be at the hospital, but we took a little break. Thank you so much. Hi Lisa, we are on cloud 9. He is just a little teeny doll. But anyway, so his personality, my oldest grandson is such a good boy. But my son-in-law likes to say he has delayed obedience. He'll obey, but he's going to wait until the last second. And that's how his delivery was. He had to be like forced out of that. He was evicted out of my daughter. He had to be forced to obey, but he did. And then Levi, his delivery was, came on. My daughter was late, but she came on. It was quick. It was easy. Hi, Gladys. And he's very compliant. And then this little guy, he's just on his own time frame. Even his due date, like his due date was the 12th. And then they thought maybe it's the 16th. And then they thought maybe it's the 21st. They just like could not decide when his actual due date was, which is why they let her go so long before having her be induced. He weighed 8 pounds, 2 ounces. And he did not look, his skin was perfect. Hi, JC. He didn't look like a 2-week overdue baby. So we think maybe there was a little discrepancy. Okay, so here's our fun bows. I'm going to make one more. Hi, Michelle. Let's make one more, and then we're going to attach at least the 4 that we have. Carly, was I right that you have an announcement today? Hi, Rosa. Yeah, stubborn and late. Yep. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Merry Christmas after Eve. Yeah, as much as I love Christmas, I love Christmas. I'll show you how I'm making the bow, Gladys. But, you know, now that it's officially over and the presents are opened and the food's been made, and like I do love, and I don't even know it. Carly has not shared her announcement with me. I have no idea. I do love the feeling of like a fresh slate. So although I'm sad that Christmas is over, and I loved it and I enjoyed it and I soaked it in. And I like to think that Christmas is not just a day, because if we think it's just a day, we can be very disappointed. Oh no, Tracy, I'm so sorry. I try to look at Christmas as a season and not just a day, because we can put so much pressure on just that day that everything has to be perfect. You know, I even had a moment on Christmas that I was like, everyone's here and I'm trying to get the food on the table, and I'm trying to worry about the presents, and there is a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure on us for Christmas. So I think that's why my husband loves Thanksgiving, because you get all the food and all the family, but you don't have to do all the things. Yeah, and sometimes we've had to, change our Christmases up a little bit. Okay, so it's going to be red on the bottom. Okay, so here's how I'm making my bow. I've got a 24, preparing for a fresh start. I agree. I love that feeling. I have a blank calendar, and I can write whatever I want in that calendar. And Carly, you will appreciate this. I am leaving margins in my calendar and room in my calendar for the unexpected. Okay, so Gladys, I've got a 24-inch piece of ribbon. I'm going to put 6 inches into the trough of my bow maker. I'm going to go to the 6-inch mark. I'm going to give it a good hard twist. And I'm now going to turn this to the wrong side. So it is now upside down. I'm going to take this to my 6-inch mark. I'm going to fold it. At my 6-inch mark, I'm going to put my other tail in the trough. As easy peasy as that. So easy. Now, my next ribbon is going to go the other direction. I'm going to put my tail in my trough. It helps my hands, y'all. I have been, my hands are starting to feel the effects of 50 years of crafting and all of the millions of rhinestones that I put on. Yeah, okay, do you want to hear, Jan, this is a really, really funny story. So when we had started having grandchildren, I made these beautiful stockings. They match my curtains. I took fabric from my curtains. They're tapestry. They match my curtains. I have this beautiful trim dripping from it. They're gorgeous. They have all of our names on them. So I have everybody's name on them. And they're really Instagram perfect. They match the curtains, they match the wrapping paper, they match the tree. In my mind, it's how I want my stockings to look. So this is how I think that God teaches us lessons, y'all. And be ready to learn the lesson. So as I'm collecting stocking stuffers, I take grocery bags and I write Travis, Luke, and I write their name on the grocery bag. So I put all the stocking stuffers in the grocery bag, wrap them up. Everyone has a grocery bag. And then Christmas morning, I take what's in the grocery bag and I put it in the stocking. I take the stocking off the mantle. Well, I don't know where the stockings ended up. I could not find my stockings. I've been looking for them and I'm like, I really thought they were here in my craft room, because I knew I was going to make 2 more stockings for the babies that were born this year. So I thought, I don't think I put my stockings away. I think I packed them in my craft room so that I could look at them to make sure the 2 new ones look the same. Hey, Shelby. So Christmas morning, I was like, I still can't find those stockings. So I'm digging through my craft room. I'm looking around. I cannot find them. I looked everywhere. I do not know what happened to these beautiful, beautiful stockings that I made. And you know what? I was about to cry. I'm like, here, everyone's coming. I have no stockings. I take a picture every Christmas morning with everyone's stockings and everyone's name, and they're overflowing with fun things. And you know what? I believe that God was telling me it's not about the stockings. It's not about what you want it to be picture perfect. It is about the love and the people that you have. And so literally, instead of beautiful stockings, there was hanging grocery bags with Sharpie marker with people's names on the H-E-B grocery bag, the Walmart grocery bag. And they were all piled up. And my girls walked in. We got a laugh out of it. So this forever will be known as the year that Gigi could not find the stockings. And everyone's stocking was a grocery store grocery bag with their name Sharpied on it. They all got a plastic bag, Carly. Yes. And you know what? I was okay with that. I was okay. I was like, you know what? Why in the world am I going to let this affect this beautiful time that I have? Like, it's just, it doesn't have to be perfect. None of us are perfect. Oh no. Yeah, so I really do. Like, to me, I took that as a message from God. Hey, Nikki B. I took that as a message from God. Like, Ginger, you've worked so hard. You want everything to be just so, but it's not. It's not. Life is messy and imperfect. And like, I'm just going to embrace it. So that was, and we all held up our little grocery bag with our name in Sharpie on it. Yeah, we all got quite a laugh. So let's embrace the imperfection of our holidays. Hi, Carolyn. And I really believe God was like speaking to me, like, what is your motivation? Oh, she didn't use them? Oh, now yeah, that would hurt my feelings. Yep, he was telling me to enjoy the memories. Exactly. That my identity is not wrapped up in the way things look or the things that I make. It was totally memorable. And I believe as creators and as people, as lovers of the holidays, we, my family, that's their favorite thing. And they all get all the practical things, the underwear, the, like all their toiletries, the deodorant, the hair things. Like we put like our favorite snack in there. All the kids got like bath crayons and hair stuff. And yeah, our family thinks it's funny that they really like it. I don't know that I could ever not do it, but their toiletries have gotten more expensive the older they've gotten. Every year they're a little bit more bougie and a little bit more like, oh, we use this brand now and we like this organic thing. And I was like, okay, Lord, I hear you. I am not going to wrap up. I'm going to do my best and I'm going to try hard. But as creators, we have this thing in our mind how our creations are supposed to look. And we just need to give ourselves some grace. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, give yourself some grace. Do your best, but give yourself some grace. Yep, exactly, Colette. We get caught up in and in the to-do list and in the, you know, the expectations that we put on ourselves. Like a lot of expectations. And I am learning that, yeah, that my family loves me and appreciates me. Shelby, no, he doesn't. I fill my stocking. He wraps them. He wrapped everything in our stocking. You just laugh and rip the head off of it. Yeah, if it doesn't come out the way you want it, like just start over again. And isn't that a great picture of us as humans? Like you always, oh, thank you, Leanne. Oh yeah, like I put skewers, barbecue, I put skewers in my stocking. I put perfume, deodorant, but he wrapped everything that went in our stocking. Oh, well, sometimes it is fun to just chill, Jan. But I gave him everything like in the bags and he wrapped everything for stockings. Because you know what? Like, I don't really care how the stocking things are wrapped. Like, they can be wrapped, you know, kind of willy-nilly. So I give those to him. He wrapped all of it, which is amazing. And then I wrapped like the pretty presents. Yep, let's not sweat the small stuff. I read a book. I was probably in my late 20s, early 30s. It was called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And back when I was, you know, I had a young family and I was like, wanted to be the perfect housewife and the perfect, like have the perfect house and the beautiful dresses and have all my kids match. And, yep, the imperfect is just as amazing. And then my husband would do the dishes. And then I would rework the dishwasher because I thought my way was better. And then I had an epiphany, guys. The epiphany was the dishwasher is like full. Does it matter? Someone else did it and you didn't have to do it. Why do you care how the dishwasher is loaded? Why? He did it. You don't have to do it. It's already done. Why in the world do you care how the dishwasher is loaded? And at that moment, 25 years ago, early on in my marriage, I realized he does it differently than me, but it got done and I didn't have to do it. So that, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. It's a really, really great book. And everything, yep, AAA, everything is the small stuff. Hi, Brenda. Oh, that's fun, Dee. Yeah, we wrap it all. Peggy, that is funny. That is funny. Hi, Lauren. Right. If you criticize and if you care. So I've learned, like my husband, he doesn't cook the way that I cook, but he cooks and I don't have to do it. Anytime he does something, it's like, that's fine. My way doesn't have to be the old way. The one thing that I do kind of get weird on is when I get in the car, I've already mapped out in my head, like the way that I'm going to take. And to me, what in my mind is the quickest, most easy path. He just starts driving and he like turns where he wants to turn and he doesn't necessarily think of the destination. Hi, Yvonne. And that kind of drives me crazy. And I do get on him for that. Like, hey, you're going to turn right there. Hey, you're going to turn there. Or, hey, you missed your turn. It's like, oh, I'll just go up and make a U-turn. I'm like, no, think about where you're going to turn before you get there. Hi, Stephanie. Yeah, but the dishwasher thing, I gave up on that. And if he loads it, oh, I do get, Carly, you're right. So my we had a dissertation on English muffins. My husband puts the whole English muffin in and toasts the outside. And then I like mine cut in half, and you toast the inside with the nooks and the crannies, and the butter goes in. Yeah. So yes, we do have differences of opinion. And I like my, I mean, if he makes it his way, I will eat it. Yeah, Peggy, my husband drives me crazy when he drives. That is true, Jan. The same thing. I mean, I did buy him a few surprises, and he got me a surprise, but yeah. I know he loves me. I'm not gonna like put so much pressure on him to get the perfect gift. I give him like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I'm thinking of. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, his is, I think his is kind of weird. But he opens his up and then he puts like eggs and stuff in it. I just eat my English muffin as an English muffin. So when he opens it up, he doesn't want it hard on the inside. He wants it toasted on the outside. It's weird. Okay, so basically all I'm going to do is we're just going to start putting, oh, holy moly, Ginge. Just knocked over all your stones. So for the holidays, I put a really pretty garland on my craft table and I like it. So I'm going to make a Valentine garland. Yeah, yeah, I'm a very strategic driver, D. Absolutely. Thank you, Yvonne. Yeah, my little granddaughter, she wants toast, but not toasted. And she gets very upset if you put her toast in the toaster. Okay, so I did this one red on the bottom. Now I'm going to do pink on the bottom. I'm going to do these kind of close. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, we actually did, we bought each other 2 presents. We bought them ourselves and then handed them to the other one to wrap. So we bought 2 presents ourselves, what we wanted. And then, hi, Regina. And then we bought each other 2 surprises. And then I always get my husband and my son-in-laws something safety and practical. So thank you, Carly. So I got them those fire blankets. I saw them on Facebook. So if you have a fire, my son-in-law likes to grill. They both like to grill. And I'm thinking it's more going to be outside. Okay, Carly, I didn't get the laser cutter. I want the laser cutter. And I am going to get the laser cutter. But I really needed a new laptop. And so I decided to forego the laser cutter for Christmas for a laptop. So Travis got me a laptop for Christmas. But now I think I have enough in my PayPal account to get the laser cutter. So I think I'm going to get the laser cutter just as, you know, not a Christmas present. Yeah, I love those fire blankets. Hi, Tina. How are you? Okay, guys. So this is the beginning of and my family actually really liked the fire blankets. They're like, we've seen these. We wanted these. These are great. Okay. This is the start of my Valentine garland. I'm going to put some mesh in there. Hey, Tina. No, I didn't get my phone fixed. Nope. I'm going to live with it. They can't fix the camera. They said that I needed to update my phone. So I had to offload a bunch of stuff. And then I downloaded the new software. And so they're thinking maybe that's why the new cameras aren't working. Hi, Miss Emmy. How are you? So the fire blankets, they are, they're called, oh gosh, I don't remember the name of them, but they were on Facebook. And if you have a fire, instead of like using a fire extinguisher or water, you take this blanket and the blanket like puts out the fire. So they're good for like stove fires, oven fires, barbecue fires, like a small electrical fire. I mean, obviously, if your house is burning down, this fire blanket's not going to help you, but it can, those kitchen fires, I'm going to hang mine in the cupboard, or a barbecue fire. It can, hi, Lucy and Lydia. Yeah, they might replace it. I don't know. I haven't really, yeah, it's one thing's on my list. Oh, fire shield. Gosh, I can look it up and post it. Yeah, I got a pack of 4. So I got 1 for each of my son-in-laws. And then I got 2 for my husband because we have a regular house and then we have a vacation home. So I thought 1 for each. Time for a new, so my new phone, I still owe like $600 on it. So no new phone for Ginge. Okay, so here we go, guys. This is just the beginning of my Valentine ribbon, garland. Oh, do they? AAA. I'll have to look. So, I think mentally this is about where I'm at. It smothers it. Yep, absolutely. And there's different ones on Amazon. Okay. Yeah, they're probably much cheaper. They were like 15 bucks each. I bought a pack of 4. So this is the start of my Valentine. Officially, I've changed my backdrop. Hi, Sandra. It's officially, in my mind, Valentine's. This weekend, I'm going to work on pulling all my Valentine stuff out. I promise next week I will have full force ahead. Oh, Prepared Hero. That's it. Yep, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Who did that? Albert. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Prepared Hero. That is it. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so I love this. I love the colors of Valentine's Day. I did go to Home Goods the other day. Hi, Kim. Oh, no worries. Hi, Miss Emmy. Hello, Emmy. I'm so glad you're watching. Oh, thank you, Alice. It's the beginning. I'm gonna, we have picks and sprays and all kinds of fun things I will stick in here next week. Oh, Snake Bite Kit. That's another good one. That is a good one. And it's like one of those things. Like we bought the, there's this anti-choking device. And, you know, it's like you might not ever use it. But if you need it, holy moly, how wonderful would it be to have it? And it's a great gift. If you like, you don't buy those things for yourself. Oh, I'm so glad, Tina. I know my sweet little Rory, she did the same thing with Catherine. When she's like, will Catherine say hi to me? And then she said hi. And then she's like, will she say it again? I was like, hey, Catherine, can you say hi, Aurora, again? Oh, I know. Aren't these colors fun? So I did go to Home Goods last week, right before Christmas. And I think I spent, like Carly did, I think I spent like $160 on Valentine stuff that I didn't, that I, of course, didn't need, but had to have. Kelly, we had the baby this morning at 2:59. He weighs 8 pounds, 2 ounces, and he is 22 inches long. He is a dewdrop from heaven. He smells amazing. He makes the most precious little noises. He's got thick black, giving this a 5-star rating. Oh, thank you, Alice. I will finish out this garland as I get mentally prepared for a little bit more Valentine's Day. Oh, she's giving hearts. Yay. Hi, June. Mom is doing amazing. He's nursing well. He's making all of his mile markers. Oh, no. Yeah, but AAA, like, I think those are really great. As we're adults, you know, we're adulting. So, Shelby, the girls haven't met him yet, but his brothers met him today. So, like, they came in right before I left. They were so sweet, trying to hug him, tapping him on the head. He was not born on even numbers, Tanya. Like, we were hoping that we'd have a 22, a 24, and a 26. But he missed it. And in fact, at 11:30 last night, we were all, like, really, really, like, bummed out. Like, he didn't make it. But he's doing his own thing. Like, we realize that he's not on our timeline. He doesn't care what the date is. He's going to come out when he wants to come out. He is adorable. I held him for so long that my arm went numb. He's just delicious. I will, he was 3 hours late. Yep, 3 hours late. Now, my first granddaughter, she did something similar. So here in our area, into the Houston area, you need to be 5 years old. Oh, yeah, that's all that stuff's so good to have in your car. You have to be 5 years old on September 1st. So my daughter went into labor the last day of August. She went into labor at 5:00 p.m. December birthday. I know we don't have any December birthdays in our family. She went into labor 5 p.m. the day before September 1st. And so she had a home birth, and I was like, hey, honey, if you can get this baby out by midnight, then when she goes to kindergarten, you have options. She can go to kindergarten. If you don't have her on September 1st, you're going to have to wait like a whole nother year. So it's September 1st, 5 p.m., she goes into labor. So her whole labor, I only said it once, and I knew that that was enough. I said, you know, if you get the baby out by midnight, she can go to kindergarten. And everyone looked at me like I was, like I had 3 heads. They're like, Mom, why are you saying that? And I'm like, it's true. But now she's going to preschool. And guess what? She was born on September 2nd at 1:00 in the morning. So she missed it by an hour. And now they're having, like, she can't go to preschool. She's not going to be 3 on September 1st. Or she wasn't. She's 3 now, but she wasn't 3 on September 1st. So she has to wait. And now everyone doesn't think that Mom had 3 heads on September 1st at 5:00 when she was really saying, like, hey, you might want to really push this baby out. Get it out by midnight. Everyone thought I was crazy. 3 years later, they want her to go into preschool? I'm not so crazy anymore. Oh yeah, that's why, Mom. Like, I'm always thinking, like, way far ahead. So, but yeah, these babies miss our deadlines. We have these, like, self-imposed deadlines. And babies just don't read the books. Babies don't read the books. You know what the baby book says? The baby book will tell you all the things. But the problem is the babies don't read the books. So they don't know they're supposed to do the things when the baby book tells them to do the things. That's my theory. If babies knew how to read the baby books, then they could do the things that they were supposed to do. Yeah. I only said it one time, though, during labor. I only said it one time. And the thing is, well, yeah, it's over. Hey, Christy. How are you? Oh, the biggest thing I forgot to tell y'all. Yes. Okay, so my daughter goes, she's about to have the baby. Her doctor doesn't get there. Then they have a doctor on call. So it happened so fast. Like, they didn't think she was in labor. They didn't think she was as far along. So the nurse comes in to check on her, and the baby is, like, crowning. The baby is coming out, and they're calling the doctor. The doctor on call, her regular doctor can't get there in time because they didn't call him. They didn't think they checked her, she was 5. An hour later, they check her and she was 9 centimeters. Baby's coming out. They can't get the doctor there in time. The doctor on call is literally in the process of delivering a baby next door, like in another room. Oh, yeah, no. Like it's a legal thing. So no, they couldn't. You would think that might be able to be fudged, but I think there's like licensing and laws and forgery of birth certificates and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so the nurse delivered the baby. The doctor never made it into the room. So this baby this morning, the nurse did deliver the baby. Christy, you probably delivered hundreds, but she goes, oh, there's a lot of paperwork when we deliver babies. She delivered the baby. The doctor never came. 30 minutes later, the doctor comes in. I know, AAA, that is true. That's absolutely true. You are 100% right. Yeah, Christy, I know you have. You're amazing. And our nurse delivered. I mean, let's be real. The nurses are what get you through your labor anyway. Hi, Joan. The nurses are what makes it happen. The doctor comes in, catches the baby, gets all the credit. But it's really the nurses that make the magic happen. But yeah, so no doctor was even there. I'm sure she'll still get a bill. But yeah, it happened that fast. When it was time, it was time. And she literally, my daughter got sick. She threw up from, I don't know what. And they're like, she's like, I need to blow my nose. And they're like, no, if you blow your nose, the baby is going to come out. We don't want the baby to come out yet. So they wouldn't let her blow her nose. So she says like she literally threw up and then the baby came out. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, my daughter had one daughter had 3 home births. All of her girls were born at home. Nurses are underpaid for sure. Yeah, they tend to come in at the last minute. Okay. I think I am going to go is that true, Christy? Is it true? Cuz she got sick. And in fact, she got sick, her previous baby, she got sick at like 7 centimeters. And so when she made it past 7 centimeters, she's like, oh yeah, I didn't get sick. And then literally she starts throwing up and the baby just like fell out. So yeah, she likes to say like, hey, I threw my baby up. I just threw her up. And then they were like, don't blow your nose. Don't blow your nose. Okay, guys, I'm going to go drink some water. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee. I'm going to get ready for round 2. Hey, Rebecca. Thank you, Lucy. We're elated and over the moon and so thrilled. This Gigi is like just so overwhelmed with God's goodness to our family and to my daughter and to this sweet little baby. And I'm just like so humbled that I get to be a part of this little baby's life. Kelly, this makes grandbaby number 6 in 3 years. So we had, bye Gladys. I've been praying for you, Gladys. There are days. Yeah. Well, they didn't want her, the momentum of like blowing her nose was like, they were trying to wait till the doctor got there. I treasure each and every one of those sweet grandbabies. They are all like a little jewel in my crown. They are just, I pinch myself every single day that, yeah, the force of that sneeze or blowing the nose. Yeah, they're like, don't blow your nose. You have 18. Holy moly, Vicky. So we had 6 in 3 years. I've caught up, Tanya. I have caught up. I now have 6. I have 3 boys and 3 girls. And they are all like smushed together. We have one big toddler party. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water, regroup. You got number 6. Yay! And it's gonna be a boy. By the blue hearts. So y'all, thank you so much for being a part of this like momentous and special occasion in my life. I appreciate all the prayers, all the concern and the messages. 12 in total, Priscilla. Oh my goodness. 4. So you have 6 grandchildren. Jan. AAA has 4. Yeah, I'm just like so grateful. So grateful. Thank you, Shelby. Oh, thank you, Alice. I mean, it was kind of just a chat session and decompressing. I did make 4 bows, a little piece of garland. But I'm so glad that I got a chance to come on here. I treasure all of you. I will probably pop on sometime this weekend. We've got a big, huge event coming up New Year's Eve. We've got the New Year's Eve Masquerade Marathon. Oh, Vicky, I will hug. I mean, squeeze and barely give up. Oh, thank you, Michelle. You're so sweet. 7 grandbabies, Kathleen. Oh, Tanya, I literally just put my face in his mouth and just breathed him in. 6 grandchildren. Wait, Carol. 5 great-grandchildren. Wow, Carol. That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh, such blessings. So excited. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. Carly is going to be on in about 18 minutes. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Oh, you have 8. Maybe I read it wrong. My eyes are starting to go cross-eyed. I will go get all those little baby snuggles. You wanted 100? Yeah, give me all the babies. I want all of them. Give them to me. I'll take them all. So anyway, have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic night. Meet us all back here on December 31st. Does December have 30 days or 31 days? 31. You're going to have twins. And Colette has 9 grandchildren. Oh, all the grands. So amazing. 5 grandchildren. Oh my goodness. Wait, Rebecca, 31? Oh, 31 days, yes. I think grandchildren. Yeah, I had to, you hit the wrong key. I had to do the song in my head. 30 days has September, April, June. Yeah, so I figured it out. So, December 31st, join us for a masquerade marathon, a full entire day, sponsored by Flowertown Crafts. There's going to be duos going, so like 2 people going live together. I'm going to be going live with my dear friend Jamie from Glam Candy Boutique. And we'll have something super special, super sparkly, super fun in preparation for the new year. So I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all back here in my craft room as soon as I can. I miss y'all. I'm so excited anytime that I get to be on here with you. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to head back to the hospital. I know. It's so fun when all the grandkids are together. I'm going to go back and snuggle my daughter. So here's the key, guys. Here's the one thing I do want to say. When I got to the hospital today, I'm walking down the hallway, and I'm like overwhelmed, and I'm crying, and I'm so excited to see baby Peter. But the first thing I did was run over to my daughter and gave her a big hug and congratulated her and made sure that my daughter, who is my baby, was okay. So I think when our excitement of grandchildren, like, to me, like, she was the most important person in that room, because she's my baby. So I think every new mother wants to feel like, hey, I'm important too. So just watching her be a mom, watching her be so amazing, watching her complete that marathon of delivering a baby is just like, you're so, so proud of your daughter and relieved that she's okay. And so anyway, whew, sorry, I got a little choked up there just thinking about my daughter and grandbabies. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, guys, I'll say it the last time because now I'm almost out of time. Let's go over. Yeah, so AAA, that happened, like I know, Kathleen. My oldest, we were there for all 3 of her births, but we were not there. My youngest just wanted it to be her and her husband. But fortunately, I got to be there within like 30 minutes of them being born. You're trying to put your eyelashes on. I know, mine might fall off. Okay, guys, have a fantastic night. Really, seriously, I'm going to press the button this time. Thank you guys for all your support and encouragement and friendship and love and caring. I'm grateful every single day for y'all. Have a fantastic night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Let's head on over to Meshing in Florida, and let's see what her big announcement is. We'll see you soon.